I got fired. I don't want to make this video, but I have to. I have to be authentic. I have to face the truth. Only the truth can set you free, right? So, I got fired from my tech sales job. Let me walk you through what happened. After being at the bank for 2 years, I had the idea. There was this program that said, bring ideas forth so we can slow down climate change. And I said, climate change. It's not really clear how the climate is changing, but it will be a great thing to actually visualize it, right? Seeing is believing. So my idea was to create an app where we actually trace our activities and how they impact the climate to get worse or get better. So it was called Clima App. My idea was one of the 3 best ideas, or 3 voted best ideas from 65 ideas. So we went to the next stage. In this next stage, we had a team of developers, of engineers, of UI UX design. We're comparing the front end, the user interface of Instagram and Facebook. How is the app going to look like? I tell you, I was over the moon because I was seeing it. I knew what we wanted to build. It was my idea, and it just made me say, wow, this is where I belong. This is where I belong. So 2 years after the job ended, I was like, okay, Endah, what next? You don't have a computer science degree. So how do you go about building applications, go about being so tech? And I chose the next thing closer to tech, which was tech sales. You know me now, my personality, bright and bubbly. So I went into this 6 weeks program to become a sales representative. Very interesting. You have to be out there. You have to be confident enough to talk with CEOs, to talk with the CTOs and the people that are in charge of making decisions, not anyone. So you needed to really be proficient in what you were doing and know your product. My first interview was it. No, first interview, second and third, and I met the CEO. I was hired. I was over the moon. I was there. I was speaking. I was making the calls. 1 week, I even had 10 meetings. I booked 10 meetings. So it was not as if I don't know my job. I knew my job. I knew what I was supposed to do, and I was delivering. The new Endah, when Endah is in the meeting, things are lively and everything. Yeah, and I was in the meeting, and the salesperson, you talk about the solution. You don't build it. You just say, oh, we use Typo 3, we use Python, we use PHP. This is how our CMS looks like. We have these customers who work with this and that. Don't get me wrong, amazing job. You get commissions for any meeting you book. You travel. I love the traveling. But when I kept talking about the solutions, something in me say, Endah usually behind there. Should be at the back end, building. Talking about is good, but why don't you see how it's been built? So that started stealing my joy of sales. I was more interested in cloud computing, how to build an app, how to build a website, all of those things. In my free time, I'll hop on a call where the solution architects were there just to see how they present a solution, how they do all of these, and I've got more and more interested. My love for tech sales started diminishing. Not because I don't know my job, just because my interest was somewhere else. And I'm someone that if I'm not interested, you will know. I don't know how to fake it. Well, I can just pretend, or I allow everything to take its natural death. I don't try to revive it by giving it CPR. No, you're dead and gone. We move on. So what happened? I had a conversation and they said, Endah, this is not working for both of us. I said, yes, you're right. It's not working. So when we mutually agreed, I was freed. I was free. There comes a time where you need to be comfortable not knowing what the next step is. I was comfortable not knowing what I would do next, but I knew that something big is coming, and something big actually came. But there's that loneliness, there's that point that you could save time, you could save energy, you could talk with someone, that you won't be in a place where you are doubting, am I it? Am I not it? Is it working for me? Is it not working for me? Who has done this before? If you have that of who has done it before, it becomes easier for you to join the moving train. So if you're someone that you are at a dead-end job, not because you're not competent, but you know that this thing is not having a longer lifespan, it's coming to end. Or you might know that, oh, there's more to me, I can do more, but how do I find more? How do I define more? How does it look like? Who has done more before? How long will it take for me to get more? Will you be there for me to hold my hand? I need to be accountable to someone or to some people. How do I do all of this? If you're asking those questions because you know that there's more in you, because most people are just living but not thriving. There are days that you get up and say, oh, I need to pay the bills, and we all need to have to pay the bills. But we should not sacrifice our purpose and stop living intentionally because we need to meet up with obligations. What about your own satisfaction? What about you getting up and saying that even if I don't get paid today, I love what I did, but actually everybody wants to get paid. I want to get paid. So let's not do that. Again, back to the point. If you know that you are in a job where you can do the job well, you don't like your job, you know that there's more to you, you are doing the job because it comes easily to you, but there's something else you know you should be doing, then what will happen next is for you. And you don't know how to get to it. So it's called a transformation architecture system. So you know the tools, you know how to transform your life, you know what you want to be. If you don't still know, you want to find out who you are, what is there to me, then this Mentorship Matters Africa Academy is for you. You can see join our free community where we meet, we share stories, we share successes, and we make sure that you know that you're meant for more. You know that there is still more. As long as you're breathing, there's enough. There's more than enough for you to do. So click the link down in the comment section and join the Mentorship Matters Africa Academy waitlist. I'm so glad to go on this journey with you. It's going to be an amazing ride. Thank you.